reduce yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Switch. Pilot, 64, weak. Motion. 57, Mike, 57. You must be getting tired of him, man, ain't he? 57.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Let's get it together, defense. Man, 80. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
To throw again on second down. Darnold into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll run with Mack. And he loses the football a second time. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Sign. 59, Mike. Check, 59. Man, 80. Pick it up. Watch twist. Man, 80. Twist. Jay, orbit. Mike is 59.
Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30, 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Darnold. He lets it fly for Rocket. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Yo, lady. Hey, Charlie.
They're going to go. It's Darnold. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Steps away. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. It's Mack, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On play action, it's Rodgers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Patriots 14, Jets nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken at his 4.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line.
Check 59, Mike. Bravo.
On first down, it's Darnold. Going deep this time. This is caught inside the 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Here's Darnold. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
57. Mike, 57. I got you, boy. I got you. Go, go. 57.
Throwing again is Darnold. He's got the hook up to Miller. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tackle and see what you do.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Check, check. Red 80.
Now on 2nd and 16. Darnold, he lets it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive when you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. And an alley to run. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Push him back. Push him back.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there, as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Kill. Lady. Win the rep. Let's go right here. Alert flare. Lady.
Now Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Hey, you don't want to see me. Yo, lady. Kill. Yo, lady.
Darnold now to throw. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards to pick up there.
Hey, Wahoo. Let's bring it. 57 to 47.
Darnold on first down. It's caught. Lockett. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Hey, box truck. 57's Mike 57. No chance.
A first down throw, Darnold. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
You. Motion.
On first down, Darnold. It's caught. It's Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Anthony Miller, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Now Adam Gase has put a pair of fingers up in the air. His offense is going to go for 2. Again, Darnold to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Rodgers. That is caught inside the 5. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looking to run with Mack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll run it with Mack. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Marlon Mack with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Patriots 28, Jets 16.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on here.
Darnold from the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
7-yard loss. Brings up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter.
We're going to set. Red 80. Jim. Motion. Red 80. Here we go, young lady. Red 80.
Third and long, it's Darnold. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He lets it fly for Lockett. And no, it's incomplete. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. They fake the give. Now Rodgers looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it. It's Mack. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Here's Rodgers to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They'll get 6 on the dump-off, but it'll bring up a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Here we go.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A.J. Green. his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Keeps the score. Patriots 34, Jets 16.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do.
Sometimes it pays to be lucky rather than good. That was not even the intended receiver on that pass.
But still able to haul it in for the reception. Here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Slam, slam. Motion, motion, motion. No waiting. Hey, Delta. Here we go.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let him know. Let him know.
Only trying to pitch it, and the ball's loose. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
Right there. All day, baby.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Here we go. Check 99 to 50.
He finds Taylor, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That'll be a pickup of 29 yards there.
Hey, exit.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Braxton Berrios, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Blue 58. 54. Here we go.
Rodgers throwing here. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. On 1st down, Mack. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Pats, it's a 2nd win now as they move to 2-10 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.